right now on Fox 5 News at 5.
Okay, here's the question.
How's your fiber, Ernie? That's the question.
How's your fiber?
Your fiber?
Okay, well, wait a minute. The question is, who doesn't want to live longer? Really? There's no shortage of diets that can make promises of longevity.
But the answer to a long, healthy life can start with a visit to the supermarket, and we're joined this evening by nutritionist Tanya Zuckerbrot. She has written the F Factor diet on how a high-fiber diet can do wonders for your overall health. Thanks so much for being with us this evening.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Okay, so it's not news that fiber is really crucial, but there's in fact a new study out that says that it can actually add years to your life.
Yes, and this is groundbreaking news because the information of fiber has always been really focused on one clinical condition at a time, where, as they say, fiber may lower cholesterol, fiber may reduce the risk for diabetes. This study that came out yesterday and will be published on June 14th in the Archives of Internal Medicine has reported that those with the highest fiber intake have a 22% decreased chance for morbidity, meaning those who ate the most fiber will live the longest.
Good. Well, we have to ask you this. We've been kind of teasing each other a little bit because it's kind of a little joke. But no, we hear about fiber all the time. The question is, how much fiber should the average person have? You know, and can you overdo it? Like anything, can you just have too much of it?
I'll answer the first question, which is, what's the recommended intake? And they just actually increased the values. It is recommended that the average person consume 14 grams of fiber for every 1,000 calories in your diet. So on average, if you're eating 2,000 calories a day, that's approximately 28 grams of fiber. Now, the issue is the average American only gets a third of that. On average, only consuming 9 to 11 grams of fiber a day. We're in a fiber deficit. We've stripped the fiber out of all our foods, and it's leading to people being overweight, increased risk of cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and certain forms of cancer. And the beauty of fiber-rich diets, we've always known that fiber lowers cholesterol.
But just break it down a little bit, because most people listening and watching are saying, okay, what does that mean? I mean, in terms of how much I should really eat. Give me an example.
Some great examples here. It's really simple to add nutrient-dense, fiber-rich foods to your diet. It's not, fiber has gotten a makeover. It's not your grandma's fiber anymore, where it's dried prunes and fiber supplements. So let's take a look. For example, many people start their day off with cereal. So here we have a new F Factor cereal. This cereal is 18 grams of fiber for half a cup. That's 72% of your fiber needs before lunchtime. 18 grams, half a cup. And if you want to even add more fiber, I recommend, rather than a banana, which would only be a gram of fiber, raspberries, 8 grams of fiber.
I like that.
So berries are a great source of fiber. So this breakfast, between the cereal and the raspberries, that's 22 grams of fiber.
That's perfect.
If I recommended 20 grams per day, you've almost done that. Let's talk about lunch. So here for lunch, we have soups, especially in these winter months. You might think, I'll get chicken noodle soup because it seems to be low in calories. Opt for a bean soup instead. A cup of bean soup is 8 grams of fiber, and here we have lentil soup.
Perfect.
And at night, vegetables. Both broccoli and asparagus, those contain fiber. And rather than white pasta, switch to a whole wheat pasta. That's an extra 6 grams of fiber. So it's never been easier to meet your daily fiber requirements.
So really quick, what are the things that fiber helps protect against?
So what studies have reported is that fiber helps to lower cholesterol. It actually binds with it and pulls it out of your body. So that reduces risk for cardiovascular disease. Fiber also slows down digestion. So not only do you feel fuller longer, which leads to weight management, but it helps to control those sugars, reducing the risk for diabetes. In addition, studies also support that fiber lowers the risk for breast cancer. It binds with estrogen and pulls it out of your body. And considering that 1 out of every 7 women in this country will get breast cancer, adding fiber-rich foods to your diet is probably one of the simplest, most natural things you can do to reduce your risk.
It's all good. You know, Tanya, it's interesting because
you better stop eating all that chocolate.
She's telling me. But no, it's true, because we do hear about this. We see the studies. You just went through this thing beautifully. The whole thing is to do it. And we just have to remind ourselves and have people around
stuff
us
that tastes good.
who help us to get through it.
It's never been easier to find tasty high-fiber items, so there's no more excuses.
All right, well, the book is the F Factor Diet. We appreciate you coming in.
My pleasure.
And educating us on this study. Tanya Zuckerbrot, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We want to have fun with your name, Zuckerbrot.
It's a great name.
All right, Nick, how's your fiber?
Thank you. Well, thank you for asking. My fiber is doing very well. In fact, I'm going to go out and have some broccoli tonight just because of this discussion. So there you go. All right, well, listen.